Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We come into the second debate competition that will be delivered by our speakers from the batch 2. Allow me to read the motion today. The motion of the second batch will be: this house believes that project-based learning for second semester college students is more effective than traditional classroom subject. Okay, same rule like the first batch, where everyone has maximum 5 minutes to deliver their statement, and in the end of the session, there will be requests starting from the negative to the affirmative team, and each speaker will have around 3 minutes. Without further ado, let's welcome the debate of the second batch. Give huge thunderous applause. It's too nervous to give applause. Alright, the first speaker of affirmative team, Sister Masfuah, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, Honorable Mr. Munir, educator, and respectable member of opposition team. And I am Masfuah Kaputri, as the first speaker, and my friends, Farsha Mulia, the second speaker. Okay. We as affirmative team strongly support the motion that project-based learning for second semester college student is more effective than traditional classroom subject. Project-based learning, or PBL, is a learning approach allows students to actively engage in real-world work projects related to their studies. Unlike traditional classroom learning, mainly focuses on lectures, note-taking, and examinations, PBL encourages students to apply their knowledge in practical situations. We believe that PBL is more effective because it helps students develop a deeper understanding of academic content. In traditional classrooms, students often memorize information for exams. In contrast, PBL requires them to apply theories to solve real problems, making learning more meaningful and long-lasting. Second semester students are also at the right stage to benefit from this approach. After adapting to university life in their first semester, they are ready to develop practical skills and connect theoretical knowledge with real-world experiences. Furthermore, PBL helps students build important skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, teamwork, and communication, which are essential for both academic success and future careers. For this reason, we firmly believe that project-based learning provides a more effective learning experience than traditional classroom subject for second semester college students. Thank you.
The first speaker of affirmative team spends 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Moving on, we are inviting the first speaker of negative team for Sister Faradiba. The time is yours.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for this opportunity. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
The Honorable Mr. Munir as educators debate today, and all my friends whom I love. So, I'm Faradiba Zarianti as the first speaker of negative team, and my friend Balkis as the second speaker, and the last one is Auliana as the third speaker. So, we as the negative team strongly stand against the motion that project-based learning, or PBL, is more effective
than traditional classroom subjects for second semester college students. I admit that project-based learning does give students chance to practice skill and apply knowledge. But we must remember that student in the second semester is still new in university, and of course they have just finished only one semester, and their basic knowledge and understanding are still not enough here. And then they still need to build a strong foundation first before they can do real project correctly. I can understand that our friends or affirmative team say that PBL or project-based learning makes learning deeper and more meaningful. Nevertheless, it is important to remember that it is impossible to apply knowledge well if we don't even understand the theory and concept properly. If students don't have strong basics, doing projects will only make them confused, or they will just copy work to finish the task and not really learn anything. And you claim that second semester students are ready to connect theory with real life and build soft skills. However, it is important to remember that at this stage, their most important need is to master core subjects, learn correct methods of study, and get complete knowledge step by step. Traditional learning is exactly designed for this purpose, such as lecture, explain clearly, and then guide students directly, and make sure every student understand with every listen. And then I admit that skills like teamwork, critical thinking, and communication are very important. But we must remember that we can also build this skill very well through in class discussion, presentation, and group assignment or exercises in traditional classes. I can understand that you think PBL or project-based learning makes learning more interesting and active. Nevertheless, this method is not suitable for every student, as we know that every person has their own character. It means there are many characters of students, such as there are some students are still shy or slow to understand and need clear guidance. In project-based work, usually only active students do all the work, while others just follow along and learn nothing. Traditional learning is fairer because every student gets the same listen, same chance to learn, and ask questions and improve. And then your arguments say that PBL or project-based learning prepares students better for future career. But we remember it is important to remember that the best preparation is having strong, correct, and complete knowledge. Without this, all the project and activities will have no set base and will not help students much in the long run. So, for all this reason, we believe that traditional classroom learning is more effective, more suitable, and more necessary for second semester college students. Thank you.
The first speaker of negative team spent 5 minutes and 22 seconds. The next turn will be in the second speaker of affirmative team for Sister Marcia. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
As the second speaker of affirmative theme, I would like to reinforce our arguments and respond to the point delivered by the negative theme. The negative theme argued that second semester students still need stronger theoretical foundation because they're still new in university before doing projects. However, this is why exactly project-based learning is important because project-based learning is removing theory from education. Students still learn concepts, lessons, and academic materials, but they also learn how to apply them in practical situations. Instead of only memorizing information for examination, the students understand how knowledge works in daily life. For example, students may study communication theories from textbooks. Through project, they also learn how to communicate, cooperate, and solve problems effectively. This creates deeper understanding, not confusion. The opposite also claims that students may become confused or rely too much on teammates, like the active one do the most work. However, poor participants can happen in any learning system, including traditional classroom where students sometimes memorize lessons without truly understanding them. In fact, project-based learning encourages students to become responsible and independent learners. Students learn how to manage time, share responsibilities, discuss ideas, and think critically. These are important skills that cannot fully develop through the lectures alone. Furthermore, when traditional classroom may include discussions and presentations, project-based learning is more active and realistic experience because students work together to solve actual problems and create real outcomes. Therefore, we firmly believe that project-based learning is more effective because it combines theory with practice, develops deeper understanding, and prepares students for further challenges and career. And that's all for me. Thank you.
The second speaker of affirmative theme spends 2 minutes and 35 seconds. It will be continued by the second speaker of negative theme for Sister Balkis. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
As the second speaker from negative team, I would like to respond the affirmative team arguments. The affirmative team say that project-based learning combines theory and practice. I can understand that practical experience is important. Nevertheless, second semester students still need to learn the basic first. Before working on the project, they need to understand the theories and concept clearly. The affirmative side also say that students learn better by doing project. While you might say that project helps students understand isn't more true. It is important to remember that students need enough background knowledge first. Without it, they might focus more on finishing the project than understanding what they are actually learning. Furthermore, the affirmative team say that project-based learning improves communication, teamwork, and problem-solving skills. I admit that these skills are important, but we must remember that traditional learning can also develop the skill through class discussion, presentation, and group work. Students do not need large projects to learn them abilities. The affirmative team also say that PBL helps students become more responsible and independent. However, many second semester students are still adjusting to college life. At this stage, they still need guidance and a structured learning environment. Another issue is fairness. While you might say that project is for the year, it is important to remember that not all group members contribute equally. students do most of the work, while others do very little. This can make assessment fail. Finally, while PBL may prepare students for future careers, it is important to remember that students need strong theoretical knowledge first. Traditional classroom learning provides that foundation before students move on to more complex tasks. For this reason, we believe that traditional classroom learning is more effective for second semester students because it provides stronger foundation, fair assessment, and a more structured learning process. That's all from me. Thank you.
The second speaker of negative team spends 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Next, I'm calling the third speaker of affirmative team for Sister Naila. The time is yours.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
The third speaker from alternative team, I would like to respond the argument from negative team. First, negative team claims that students need strong theoretical knowledge before doing projects. Project-based learning does not remove them. Students still learn concept in class while also applying them in real situations, which deepens their understanding. Second, the negative team say students may focus on finishing projects than understanding concept. We disagree. Projects are directly connected to course objectives. Students must use theories, research, and explain their ideas. This strengthens understanding, not distracted from it. Third, the opposition claims communication, teamwork, problem-solving skills can also develop through presentation and discussion in classroom. Traditional classroom often limits setting them to fully replicate real-world dynamics. PBL provide more meaningful opportunities through real collaboration, problem-solving, and tangible results. The negative team also mentioned unequal participation in group projects. Unequal participation is in any learning method can be managed through peer assessment, individual reports, and regular evaluation. Furthermore, the opposition argues that second semester students need more structure and rewriting. We believe it is actually the right time to develop independence, responsibility, and teamwork essential for their academic and future career. Finally, theoretical knowledge alone is not sufficient. What matters is how students apply it, and this is exactly what project-based learning develops. For this support, we firmly support that PBL or project-based learning is more effective than traditional classroom learning for second semester college students. Thank you.
The third speaker of affirmative team spends 2 minutes and 39 seconds. The last statement will be delivered by the third speaker of negative team for Sister Aulia. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
As the third speaker of the negative team, I would like to respond to the argument of affirmative team and reinforce our team position. First, the affirmative team says that project-based learning combines theory and practice. However, second semester students are still learning basic. They still need a strong understanding of basic theories before applying knowledge in projects. They need to understand the concept clearly, and traditional classroom learning helps students build that foundation. Second, they also say that project helps students understand the concept better. However, not all students learn in the same way. Sometimes students focus more on finishing the project than understanding the project-based learning can improve teamwork, communication, and problem-solving skills. We know that these skills are important, but students need strong academic knowledge first. Without understanding the subject, it will be difficult to solve problems effectively. Project-based learning may have benefits, but it is not the most effective method for second semester students. Traditional classroom learning provides the strong foundation and support that students need. They need to learn the basics before they can successfully apply them. That's why traditional classroom learning is more effective for the second semester students. In conclusion, we are not saying that project-based learning has no benefits. It can help students develop useful skills. However, the second semester students are still learning the basics and need a strong foundation first. Throughout this debate, our team has shown that traditional classroom learning provides clear guidance, structured lesson, and stronger theoretical knowledge. These are the things students need most at this stage. Students need to understand the theory before they can successfully apply it. Therefore, we strongly believe that traditional classroom learning is more effective for second semester college students. Thank you.
The third speaker of negative team spends 2 minutes and 42 seconds. The next session will be reply speech, and the first reply will be delivered by the speaker from negative team. For her, the time is yours.
As the reply speaker of negative team, I would like to summarize why we believe the traditional classroom learning is more effective for second semester students. The affirmative team has focused on the benefits of project-based learning, such as improving teamwork, communication, problem-solving skill, and connecting theory to real-life situations. We know that these benefits are important. However, the motion is about second semester students. At this stage, students are still learning the basics and building their knowledge. They need to understand the theory first before they can use it in projects. The affirmative team also say that students can learn theory and do projects at the same time. But if should do not understand the basic well, they might have difficulty to do the project. We also shown that traditional classroom learning can still help students improve communication and teamwork through discussion, presentation, and group activities. So, these skills are not only developed through project-based learning, and most importantly, is traditional classroom learning gives students clear explanation, direct guidance from lecturer, and a strong foundation. This is what second semester students need the most. So, while project-based learning has some advantages, it is not the best learning methods for students who are still learning the basics. And for this reason, we believe traditional classroom learning is more effective for second semester students. Thank you.
The reply speech from negative team spends 1 minute and 51 seconds. And now it's the time for the reply speech from the affirmative team. For her, the time is yours.
Okay, so the opposite team says traditional classroom is more effective because students still adapting in uni and still need stronger foundation first before starting project. But our argument has clearly demonstrated that project-based learning is more effective than traditional classroom learning for second semester college students. First, PBL collects theoretical knowledge problem solving, communication, teamwork, and independence. This is crucial for both academic and future careers. Third, the opposition's concern do not outweigh PBL benefits. Theory remains part of PBL and challenges in group work can be addressed through assessment and evaluation. Finally, compared to traditional methods that rely on lectures and memorization, PBL offers a more active, engaging, and less realistic learning experience that better prepares students for future challenges. Therefore, we firmly support the motion that PBL is more effective than traditional classroom learning for second semester college students. Thank you.
The response speech from the affirmative team spans 1 minute and 36 seconds. And that's how the debate from the batch is going. We hope everyone can learn from the bold performance today, and especially those who haven't got the opportunity to do so. We can give some conclusion that how the debate going is like this, where you throw up an argument and will be responded by the opposition team, and it will make us into a good example of how critical thinking should be. Well, that's it. Let's close the batch 2 of our debate by giving up the thunderous applause for them.